Hello and welcome to Patrick's Models and Transport. Time to test the refurbished 040TA. Of course, this is not its original body shell. Its original body shell was this one with the closed cab, but the chimney's broken, so considering I'm refurbishing this for resale, I had an open cab body shell, so that's been fitted. Here in front you can see my own one, mine. This is a slightly newer model. You can see by the burnished connection rods and valve gear, which makes it more realistic, while this one has got shiny metal. Exactly the same parts, but they've not been treated. This is more realistic. And then there's another difference. If you see here the kingpin here, there's a small nut there with a bolt that goes through the wheel and sticks out, and it's set into a notch in the back of the wheel, plastic wheel disc. This is a weak spot because this small nut here can come loose, then the kingpin nut will slide out, jam the locomotive and cause all sorts of problems. On the more recent version, they corrected this defect. You can see that there's a bolt here for the kingpin, which screws directly into the wheel, and on the back, right there, you can see where my thumb is, on the wheel, there's still the notch for the bolt head as on the older version, but there's no bolt head because the bolt head's out here, and it actually threads directly into the wheel. So they fixed that, they modified and corrected that defect. So hats off to Jouef's engineering department, because really they're very well engineered, even if slightly complicated locomotives. But let's talk about this one. So if I run them, at the beginning these locomotives always tend to have a bit of belt slippage. Then as you run them, the belt gets warmer and they work better. So you might hear, I've been running them now, let's see what happens. Oh, that one went. So mine started, this one didn't. This one goes faster for some reason. But let's go back, let's bring them back. So there's no problems in reverse with this one. Let's just take mine off the track, or let's bring mine back. And that one picked up a train, which derailed. You can see that mine, they're both mine at the moment, but mine, this is the one I'm keeping. It's nice and smooth. Nice smooth runner going in both directions. Right, there comes a belt slip, typical. Even in reverse, let's see if it's going to start in reverse. They're both slipping, great. I know they're going the other direction, sorry. Oh, cold belts, come on, start. See, it's nice and smooth, the other one's stuck. Okay, fantastic, belt drive. Oh, what a pain. Okay, anyway. You can see that it's a nice smooth runner going in both directions, right? No limping, nothing, it's good. And if we look at it carefully underneath, we'll see that everything's nice and straight. All the linkage is straight, connection rods, everything is nice. Okay, so we're not here to test this one. Let's pop this one here out the road, over there. And let's bring our main character back on stage, which has currently succeeded in derailing a train. Let's just use the hand of the engineer. Okay, righto. Right, so apart from the usual slightly slipping belts that these locomotives have, there we go. You can even just do this and then it will eventually bite. Not always. When they're new, they take a bit of teething in. Okay, you never know what way it's going to go, right? Okay, so you maybe already noticed that this locomotive has it's a bit clicky, right? And there's a distinct limp. There's a wobbliness, see? Less in reverse, but more going forwards. Boiler forwards. Very distinct. And the limp is here on the right side of the locomotive, because if I take the thing and turn it around, you'll notice that it's not the left side is limping. So I've been considering what's wrong with this locomotive. What's wrong? I don't know what's wrong with it. I had a look underneath. I tested it with a battery, and yes, there is limping. So, first things first, I thought maybe this axle's bent. I haven't taken the axle out to put it on a length of track to see if it's bent, but I noticed that. Now I'm holding this in my hand. Let's move over here onto the desk and we'll actually be able to look at it properly. I'm not running the train, so I'll just switch that off. Okay, and now let's go over here and have a look at it on the desk. Stick it in the cradle. I've screwed the body on, then when we eventually get this thing here repaired, I'll take the body off again and show you all the weight and all the rest of it, because that's also interesting. Apart from the fact we've already seen these things in some of the other various videos dedicated to these locomotives, but let's have a look. So what's the problem here? I actually have a spare axle. You can see it's got the kingpins that go, now they're just sticking in this way, but they actually go through the back wheels. This is off my parts donor locomotive, which was missing these small nuts here. These were missing, and that's one of the reasons it became a parts donor. It was really in very bad condition, rusty, corroded, terrible. Anyway, there is a video dedicated to that, and which I will add in the description box. As long as I remember to add these videos in the description box. So if we look at this, you'll notice that, so I have considered taking the axle out to check if it's straight. Technically there should be no reason for this thing to be bent, because even if it did fall on the floor in its career, it fell at the front, and that's why it broke the chimney. In fact, this part here was slightly bent as well, but I don't think this is squint. I don't really know. Let's stick a battery on it and see what happens. Put a light like this, that way we can see it better together. I'm pressing it down. I don't really notice a wobble in the wheels, but if we look at it, it's beginning to drain, this battery. If we look at it carefully, so the side that limps is this side here. This is the limping side. The right side. I limp on the left. This one limps on the right. Okay. You'll see that this connection rod here, let's see if we can get right on top of it. This connection rod here is slightly bent. This one over here is perfectly straight. Where is it? That one's straight. This one's bent. So I think that the bent connection rod, which is over here, when going forwards, so smokebox forwards, it pulls, and this wheel here is making this kind of movement, and that causes a limp. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the kingpin, which is here, using this bit here with my multi-bit screwdriver and take that off and straighten it, refit it, and hopefully that'll connect. That'll correct the problem. Hopefully. Otherwise, I have the option of putting a different wheel set in here. Seeing I've got it, this has to be cleaned. It's a bit sad looking. It's not very nice. It needs a good clean, and that would probably save the day. See, this locomotive was used very intense. This is one off the parts donor, but seeing we have a parts donor, why not use the thing? This is perfectly straight. I've tested it on track, on a piece of track. You can see there's no wobbling or anything. The test would be to actually take the wheel out, open it up, open both of these kingpins, remove this, and check. But the first thing I'll do, I'll try and straighten this connection rod here, see if that does the job, and then that would be everything good. But we'll see if this actually works. So we'll see this. I don't know if we'll do it on camera. I might make a short. This is just an update, and of course this is something that I might do in a edited video with short clips and then edit them all together, because I don't really have a position something to put my phone up here to make a really good quality video. You'd be mostly seeing my hands and probably my muffled swearing. Okay, so we're not finished yet. I was hoping to get this thing finished and uploaded onto Vinted this weekend, but I think it's going to be following me around through the week. I'll also do something else this week, because I just can't always repairs becomes a little bit boring. Okay, very well. By the way, my switches have arrived. I ordered them on Amazon, 8 switches, and so we'll actually be able to section the track. Now that'll be a job I'll do this week during breaks, because I've got a very big translation. Okay, very well. I hope you enjoyed the video of this limping locomotive. It's black as well. It limps. Could it be hair flick? Out of Allo Allo. It's French. It's not German. Okay, very well. Cheerio, and see you next time. But if it's hair flick, there should be Helga around. Now, Helga. Helga is a memorable woman, absolutely. Okay, very well. Cheerio, and see you next time. Or, what should I say? Over and out, quoting Allo Allo, one of my favourite British sitcoms. Cheerio, and see you next time. Bent connection rod. I think that's the culprit, the cause of limping. That one there. There you go, that thing there. And another thing, I'm like Lieutenant Colombo. The base plate is not specular. It looks specular, but it isn't. There's a forward and the rear. So it's easy to see because it doesn't, these lugs here don't fit in the slots if you put it on the wrong way around. So I correct what I said in another video. So this is not specular. That's the front, that's the back. Cheerio, and see you next time.